My favorite sport is basketball. My favorite league is the National Basketball Association, the NBA. My all-time favorite athlete in any sport, past or recent, is Shaquille O'Neal. Arguably the most dominant player of his era, one of the greatest centers of all time, in my opinion, the greatest center of all time. Awesome player. In his prime, nobody could guard him. Nobody could stop him. I think if you have Shaq in his prime with the Lakers against any of the bigs in the past in their prime, like Walt in his prime, Russell in his prime, Jabbar in his prime, I think Shaq would hold his own. Shaq, amazing athlete. Just his sheer dominance is why I respect him, why he is my favorite athlete. Typically, I follow Shaq to his favorite team because I don't have a team here in St. Louis, so I follow Shaquille O'Neal. And recent reports have him getting close to signing probably the vet minimum with the Boston Celtics. Now, I will support Shaq no matter what team he goes to, but he has to realistically think. The Celtics really don't have a shot at winning a championship anytime soon. They're another year older. Sure, they were there this past season, but they're another year older. The East has gotten stronger, not just with the Heat, but with the Bulls. And then even if they get that far, they're going to face the Lakers again. So, realistically, I'm still holding out hope that Shaq signs with Miami. I don't think he's going to sign with Miami. More than likely, he's not going to sign with Miami. But it would just be odd and kind of just disheartening to see him in a Boston Celtics uniform, just from my standpoint, because I've hated the Celtics for forever, and the recently formed Celtics with KG and all of them, I cannot stand Kevin Garnett. I think he's the biggest pussy in the world. He has a trash-talking ability like the glove, like Gary Payton, but backing it up, he can't back it up. So, in hindsight, I think it's being blown out of proportion, the talks of Shaq to the Celtics. Sure, it's probably crossed his mind, it's probably crossed the Celtics organization's mind, but a little statement he made on Jimmy Kimmel has gotten blown out of proportion. Jimmy Kimmel brought it up and said, would you consider playing with the Celtics? And Shaq's just like, yeah, it could be a good fit. He's just answering the question. He's not gonna divulge any discussion being held. But I just think a statement like that, where he's answering a simple question to move on to the next question that doesn't involve his career, was why he did that. So I hope Shaquille O'Neal does not sign with the Celtics. If he does, I will support him. But realistically, they're not going to win, even with Shaq. Because you need more than Shaq. And Shaq, I hope you know that I'm your biggest fan. I really am. But it would just be odd seeing you in a Celtics uniform. And to the media out there, oh God, I'm going into the media, and I'm just completely amazed how blown out of proportion stuff gets. A little statement on Shaq on a late night show, just trying to answer the question and move on to the next question, is getting blown out of proportion. So I don't know what's going to go on. Leave a comment, tell me what you think. I'm going to Twitter this to Shaq, see if he says anything. But Shaq to Beantown, I don't think it's a good idea. I love you, guy. I love you, man. Much love. Thank you. And I mean, like, if he goes to the Celtics, it's the Heat versus Celtics opening night. I'm gonna root for the Heat. Undoubtedly, that team's too good not to root for. But then every time Shaq's in, I'm gonna root for him and at his position to score and to defend. So it's gonna be like, realistically, I don't think the Celtics have a shot at winning, even with Shaq. I thought last year with Shaq with the Cavaliers with LeBron James, they seriously had a realistic shot But, I mean, come on. Shaq with Paul Pierce isn't the same ring as Shaq with Kobe, Shaq with Dwayne Wade, Shaq with LeBron. So please, Shaq, just think about it. I bet you Miami would have you back for the vet minimum. I bet you they would. Thank you.